Hey friends, it's Sarah from She's Crafty and She Knows It, and today we're going to make gorgeous dried flower wax seals. Now, if you're new to making wax seals, I recommend you go back and check out some of my previous wax seal videos to kind of understand the very basics of making wax seals, because we're going to go ahead and jump right into the dried flower wax seals today. Okay, so I have my hot glue gun already plugged in. It is set to low because it's a dual temp hot glue gun, and my vellum wax stick is already loaded in the hot glue gun and ready to go. And for my stamp, we're going to be using an oval and a round, just plain stamps. They don't have anything fancy on them, no monogram or anything like that, no design. Put that on my ice pack. And then I have some really pretty dried flowers. I got these on Amazon, so I will link these dried flowers and all the supplies I'm using in the description below this video. So definitely check that out there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get an envelope, and I'm just going to seal it just so we can see what it will look like on a sealed envelope. Just like this. So now that I have my sealed envelope, I'm going to go ahead and get one of my flowers ready. Let's do this pink one actually. We'll do that one right there. I'm going to do 1.5 pumps right on the envelope. So that's one full pump, do about half more. That might be a little bit more than we need. We're going to put the flower right in the middle, just like that. And then we're going to use the round stamp just to stamp right over the flower. Just like that. I'm just going to hold it for a second, kind of steady, and then as it starts to harden, you can kind of let go and let it harden like that. So these would be really pretty to use on invitations to a boho garden type wedding or party. You could even use them on the menus that are on the table or place settings or something like that. So if you're new to making wax seals, you can go and check out some of my previous videos, and one of the videos is how to turn wax seals into stickers. And so instead of doing it directly on the envelope, you would do it on a silicone mat and put this little sticker label on the back, and that way you could use it later, or you could adhere it to anything that you want to stick it to. So there's lots of different options when it comes to wax seals, but using the dried flowers are so pretty, and of course you can change the whole look by which flowers you're using. So let's go ahead and pull it up. Look how pretty it is. I just love how it turned out. Okay, so let's do another one. We'll do another one directly on the envelope. Let's see, I have a little bit. Let's do that one. So 1.5, just like that. I didn't put this back on the ice pack like I wanted to. So while that's cooling off, let me show you how we can make one right on the silicone mat. Let me get another little flower. I'm going to do, there's kind of these little bursts of flowers down here. So I'm going to do about 1.5 pumps on the directly on the silicone mat. I'm going to try to do it a little bit in an oval shape because this one is an oval stamp. So try to kind of make it a little bit more in an oval. And I'm going to put this directly on the wax and then stamp right over it. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and let those cool off. Okay, while those cool off, I'm going to go ahead and get some more flowers picked out for my next ones. Okay, this one looks mostly cooled off. This vellum is really pretty. It's kind of a little bit of a see-through white, so it's not a completely opaque white, a little bit see-through. So you can tell when it's cooling off because it's more clear when it's hotter, and then it turns into a little bit more white when it's cooled off. So there, that one is done. So here so far are the two that we've made. So if you are doing it for a party or a wedding and you have certain colors, of course, you could just do only the color that's kind of your theme. These are so pretty on the envelopes, but I think I'm going to do the rest as stickers so that I can save them and use them for later. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1.5 pumps right here. I'm going to put this big old one. I think I did a little bit more, like 2 pumps. So I'm going to put this big old flower on it like that. I think I have enough wax, and go ahead and push it down like that. This one's gonna be cool because it's kind of gonna be sticking out the edges of the wax seal, which I think will look really pretty. Let me peel this one up so I can show you. This This one looks like this. And then you can just put a sticker directly on the back. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to peel one of the stickers off. You just put it right. You just put it right on the back, and then when you want to use it later, you should pull the little white tab and it'll leave a clear little sticker on the back. So that way we can save it and use it later. I'm kind of thinking for these little three, I'm going to do a little bit of an oval. That's the fun part for me, is like I kind of just make it up as I go, and they're all different and unique. So I'm going to put maybe like that. I keep on forgetting to put them on the ice pack, and then we're going to go just like that. Okay, that one's already done. I think it's still cooling off a little bit, but it's pretty much done. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do 1.5 pumps right on there. I'm going to do this light pink color. Just like that. Now, of course, if you were making a ton of them and you want to be able to make them quickly, I would get several of these plain stamps. It's just the round circle so that you can constantly have one on the ice ready to go and kind of rotating them. I only have one plain round one and one plain oval, so I can't exactly just make them speedy, speedy, speedy. But if you were trying to make them in bulk, you would want multiple stamps. Let's check this one. Oh, that one's so pretty. That one turned out really pretty. We're gonna do a few more. Now every hot glue gun is different. I think I said that earlier. I can't remember honestly, but every hot glue gun is different. And so you will want to kind of see how many pumps yours does. So like 1.5 for me really gets a pretty good size. This is 1.5 pumps, has a pretty good size to it. 2 seems to be a lot. This is more like 2, which is a little bit bigger. So you can kind of play around with what size you think is best for yours. This one's gonna be a little bit smaller. I kind of ran out. The glue stick's at the very end and I need to grab one more. Okay, I really want to do a yellow so we can kind of have a nice variety. Okay, we're gonna let that one go ahead and cool off. Okay, let's go ahead and do this last little pink one. Okay, so while that's cooling off, I want to show you one other idea I have. So say you're making like a table card and it's going to say table 8 on it. So we're going to turn this way and say it says table 8 right here, or it's your names, Matt and Sarah or whatever. I think it'd be really pretty to put like a little dried flower stem like this right here. I have a wax seal stamp, if you can tell, it's like a heart. And so I'm kind of picturing gluing over, instead of putting the flower on top of the wax, kind of doing like a big blob right here to attach. It does not have to be perfect by any means. I kind of think the more rustic it looks, you want to make sure your stamp is the right way up though. Okay, let it sit for a second. So you're attaching the flowers to the paper using the stamp like that. Okay, let's do one more like that. So I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to do a pink one if I can find it. Ooh, there's a bright pink. Let's try this. We just need one. Okay, let's see if this one's cool. This one I can move out of the way. That turned out so pretty. I love how you can kind of see through the stamp. So you can see the actual like green of the stem through the stamp. Of course, you can do a gold highlight over the heart to make the heart show up more. But I don't know, I really kind of like it plain like that. So I think that turned out really pretty. And of course, you could just do calligraphy over here that says whatever you want to say, whether it's table 8 or, Matt and Sarah's wedding, whatever you want to say, you could just do calligraphy over there. So let's do one more on this one. I'm going to kind of do it on an angle like that. It's trying to stick to me. On these ones, I kind of like it where the wax is not in a perfect circle. It's a little bit more rustic and organic looking. I'm actually just gonna make a few more of these and maybe even use them as cute little cards that I give out because I think they're so pretty. So let's just do a few more. Okay, friends, so that's it. I think these dried flower wax seals turned out so pretty. I hope you feel inspired to make some dried flower wax seals of your own, and don't forget that I'll link all the supplies I use in the description below this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye!
She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows. She's crafty and she knows.